My main focus is poetry and performing arts, theater. I do a combination of singing and poetry, which I call flowetry, which is probably an art form that exists, but it's something that I'm sort of bringing to light and teaching about with the Black youth and young adult artists I work with as a form of expression. But I mostly use my interdisciplinary art forms to create awareness about the issues that affect the Black community here, specifically in Humboldt. And I came to doing this work because I grew up here in Humboldt with a lot of questions about why my voice wasn't being heard and how come there wasn't a lot of people that looked like me, and there were so many questions about why were Black people being ignored and underrepresented here. And so I began to utilize art as a means of expression because it was the way that I was most effectively able to communicate my story and who I was. And on the stage is when I truly have felt most heard and well received. And I figured that I could share that with my community and with other Black artists. And so that's when I decided to found Yaz, because it was like the gateway for me to share this passion of mine of connection and art and music and spoken word through a digestible medium, because the topics of racial oppression are difficult to swallow. So yeah, that is in essence what my craft and practice is and how I came to my work. And I love what I do.
And why are you applying for this Constellation California Fellowship?
So, well, like I said before, my first thoughts that came to my mind when I heard about this Constellation Fellowship was like, wow, finally I found my family, my people who literally want to transmute oppression through art and through community and through love. You know, when I read that abundance narrative, I was like, wow, they actually use the words joy and love. And my artist name is Olive Andrea. And, you know, I have a strong spiritual background that really is built from giving and receiving unconditional love. And I've always had a sense that we are all one human race on a living, breathing planet. And so to come to finding an organization that has those same values, I was like, wow, so much of what they're asking already aligns with the work that I'm doing. So I truly hope that as you go through this application process, you're able to see how much so the work I've done in the past with Yaz, the work I'm doing with ARC, and the work I am going to do through this fellowship